Good morning and welcome to MHK All Day. I'm Raina Garcia.
And I'm Evan Penner, and up first in today's show, Bike Month. Raina.
Yeah, Evan, biking is a fun and effective way to stay fit and get successfully from point A to point B. Callie Ogborn dives deeper on how to stay active in the month of May.
May marks the start of Bike Month in Manhattan. Bike Month is a celebration of cycling and the bike-friendly nature of our city.
The entire intent behind this is to promote bicycling and walking as viable alternative means of transportation. That not everything has to be the automobile. At short distances, biking is quite competitive with the automobile. People can get somewhere pretty rapidly if it's within a mile or 2 miles.
The Manhattan bike culture is really, really cool. It's just a really fun community to be part of, and they're all very friendly and helpful. It's growing every day.
All month long, there are scheduled group rides, and new this year, there are 2 cleanup events for the river trails and the zoo trails. The main event, called the Little Apple Pedal, is a short family-friendly ride around Linear Trail. Linear Trail is a 10-mile combination paved and gravel trail that wraps around South Manhattan.
You kind of have a lot of different opportunities to see different scenery. Just a beautiful trail, and it's a really good way to avoid riding on like Fort Riley Boulevard.
The future of cycling in Manhattan is bright, with the city passing a tax hike in November 2017 for improvements to our parks and trail systems.
Bike lanes, especially if we have the infrastructure to put in the cycle tracks, which are the protected bike lanes, it puts them on par with automobiles. It means that they are traffic. Eventually, we hope to have a beltway around the city of trail systems.
I have my own reasons why I love to ride my bike. So why is Bike Month important to the community of Manhattan?
I mean, I think a lot of us can get caught up in the hustle and bustle of working in class and like whatever all of us have to do, and it just kind of provides an escape.
It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, so what are you waiting for? Get out there and ride. I sure am. For MHK All Day, I'm Callie Ogborn.
Bike Month officially starts in May, but it's never too early to get started. Visit cityofmhk.com/bikemonth for more information on activities.
As finals draw nearer, students are gearing up to take on their exams. With late nights and long stretches of studying on the horizon, some believe that coffee and energy drinks are just not enough to stay on track. To fill in the gaps, many students turn to the so-called study drug, Adderall. Adderall is a prescription drug used primarily to combat ADHD and narcolepsy. However, it is a powerful neurological stimulant and Schedule II controlled substance on par with the likes of methamphetamine and oxycodone. So being caught with it can result in prison times and heavy fines. Negative ramifications of being caught buying or selling Adderall without a prescription do not end with legal trouble. According to addictioncenter.com, Adderall can be highly addictive and has negative financial, health, and social effects. Signs of addiction are needing a larger dose to feel effects, taking the drug despite knowledge of harm, not being able to complete tasks without Adderall, spending large amounts of money to acquire the drug, and being unable to feel alert without Adderall. Lastly, if you or someone you know is struggling with Adderall addiction, you can reach out to K-State Counseling Services at 785-532-6927.
So finals week is coming up, and what better way to procrastinate studying than watching countless Vine compilations on YouTube? With more information on the deceased video sharing app, here are Vine experts Macy Burning and Jack Bresser.
Popular video sharing social media Vine was unfortunately killed off in January of 2017 due to lack of support from parent company Twitter.
But the memory still lives on through YouTube compilations, and Vine lovers like Jack and myself can still view them today.
$1.46.5, $7.5, $7.47.5, do it again, nowadays.
The best way for Vine enthusiasts to reminisce on the good old days is to hop on YouTube and look up the many, many Vine compilations that are available. Vine memories can also be attained in physical form with the Milk and Vine book, which has a compilation of written vines. However, there has been much controversy surrounding the best-selling book, as it does not give any credit to the original creators.
The co-founder of Vine, Dom Hoffman, tweeted in late 2017 a teaser of Vine 2, or V2. There is no release date on the app yet, but there's going to be a few stricter rules about copyright, and you must be 13 years or older to use the app.
So this is Kansas, but this is not Arkansas. America, explain!
Impatiently waiting for Vine 2, this has been Macy Burning.
And Jack Bresser, MHK All Day.
I mean, that Arkansas Kansas Vine is a classic.
It is indeed. My favorite is the auctioneer beats, where they take the rap beats and put them behind the auctioneers. Hilarious.
Well, after all that excitement, let's toss it over to our homemade movie critics here at MHK All Day, Bill Bernard and Josh Yankovic. Guys?
Thanks, guys. The movie world is on fire this month with some incredible titles hitting the box office.
That's exactly correct, Josh. In Wes Anderson's Isle of Dogs, you see the quintessential essence of Japan displayed by animated dogs that are led by Bryan Cranston and a little boy named Atari who is looking for his dog Spots. Trash Isle is this dilapidated island plagued by earthquakes, toxic waste, and all manner of refuse. And in many ways, it can resemble a play on the casting out of dogs similar to the convicts on Australia from the British Crown. In my personal opinion, I feel like it's one of his best films, and it's sure to win an award. Me personally, I think it is probably about a 4 out of 5, only because of the fact that it goes a little bit long, but it's an excellent film. And I think that everybody should look into it. I'll hand it over to you. How was Infinity War?
So yeah, we checked out Infinity Wars last night, and movie fans are going to be completely satisfied. This is a great movie. It's going to take a time out of your day, so be sure to set aside at least 3 hours at least. You have the end of the credit scenes, teasers and videos. I think that's an interesting thing about the films as of late are recent times. We're looking at just how multi-layered films can be, and this film is no exception. Superhero fans are gonna love this movie absolutely. There's just the clash. It's not only good versus evil. It's a clash of multi-layers, and we're looking at so many different characters that are in the movie. And if you're not overwhelmed, then you're just gonna absolutely love each person that you see every time. So you have superheroes coming in left and right, and fans from each series are going to see this movie coming together, and hopefully we'll be able to see some new stuff coming out in the next movies.
Hopefully we're able to give you all at home a better idea of what to check out at the movies this weekend. Back to the desk.
Up next, a tasty way to spice up your morning routine.
And we take a look at what's going on next week on our community calendar.
I was so pleased with what I saw on the discussion boards last night. Who started the module?
K-State Global Campus offers flexible online learning, the same name brand education, quality programs, and recognized award-winning professors with the flexibility to fit your life.
Here you are, sir. Can I get you anything else?
For your comfort and safety, vital baggage must be stored in the overhead.
K-State Global Campus, always on, always there.
The best-kept secret in Manhattan is not a secret anymore. I'm Wyatt Thompson, the voice of the Wildcats, and welcome to JP's Sports Grill. With daily chef-inspired specials, a full bar, and a diverse menu that has something for everyone, this place is guaranteed to impress. JP Sports Grill, your new favorite spot.
I'm Kathleen from Meiningen, Germany.
I'm Ginger from Overland Park, Kansas.
I've traveled to London and saw the Parliament, studied in Mexico City, spent the summer in Austria, went skiing in the Alps. Oh, and I visited the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Well, I've been to the world's largest ball of twine.
Can we go?
Of course!
Become an international buddy today and develop new friendships and experience different cultures.
Up next, the world's deepest hand-dug well.
Is it near the Grand Canyon?
new game has sent the gaming community and more into a frenzy. Fortnite has been the talk of the gaming community since it started to become popular in late 2017, but the game has now blown up into more than anyone could have expected. Star athletes and musicians such as Drake and Travis Scott are even taking time out of their day to play the game. Fortnite is a battle royale game mode where you parachute into a large map filled with different cities and locations where you can pick up various types of loot such as guns, health packs, grenades, and other types of resources. The game starts with 100 people and the last person standing gets the win, or in Fortnite terms, a victory royale. The game can either be played solo or you can team up with friends in the duo mode, or as a team of 4 in squad mode.
Gaming with your friends to the point where like you call your friends to get online with them, so you're having it's like a social time and you get to play. And it's a fun game. I mean, the mechanics are good. I mean, it's not too many bugs. I mean, there are bugs, but.
With just a few more weeks left of school, I'm sure a lot of people at home are growing tired of eating the same thing for breakfast every morning.
I sure am, and sometimes the same diet of toast and a glass of OJ can get old and tired. But for our very own Kaylee McLaughlin has a few fun tips to spice up your morning routine.
Ever see those super trendy food snaps as you scroll through your Instagram and wish your boring jam and toast could have you trending like those social media influencers? Look no further for some toast that will have your hippest of Instagram followers double tapping. The foundation is important. I'd recommend thicker slices of sourdough bread to serve as the boat for your tasty toppings. The secret to being truly Instagrammable is to be as extra as possible, going as far as to place some petals on the plate or standing on the table to get that perfect picture. First, the Twisted Elvis. Just a modern twist on an all-time classic, start by spreading the nut butter of your choosing on your toasted to perfection slice of bread. While peanut butter is tried and true, branch out with some cashew or almond butter. Next, lay out even rows of sliced banana, focusing carefully on the symmetry. Top it all off with a little drizzle of honey, or if you're cutting back on animal products, use agave syrup. Next, the Greek goddess. Start by spreading mixed herb and fig goat cheese on the toast. Then, put your prettiest pieces of mixed greens atop the cheese. Avoid any pieces that are browning or asymmetrical. Top it off with 1 or 2 salted tomato slices. Third, the spicy basic. Start by placing a slice of avocado on the toast. Next comes the sriracha or hot sauce of your choosing. Oops, make sure the bottle is open. Alright, as I was saying, add a splash of sriracha to your preference. The bright red brings some color to the monotone hue of the avocado. Finally, the Peri Sexy. This last toast will make you the envy of them all. Begin by spreading a thin layer of whole or skim milk ricotta cheese onto the slice of toast. Next, place a long way slice of pear on top of the ricotta. Careful to not squish the cheese out over the edges of the bread, and finish it with one last drizzle of honey or agave if you'd prefer. Now, your kitchen might look like a bad Finsta post, but you've crafted your finest Instagram toasts. Your Instagram followers will only see these beauties lined up on your strategically planned Rinsta feed. From Manhattan, Kaylee McLaughlin, MHK All Day.
Hopefully, Kaylee gave all you home chefs out there some fun ways to spice up your breakfast for the next couple of weeks before school gets out.
I know I picked up some tasty tips. And for more tips on what's going on in your community next week, we send it to Bree Smith at our community calendar. Bree?
Thanks, guys. Saturday is Library Card Day. From 10 till 2 at the Manhattan Public Library, children are encouraged to sign up for their very own library card. Kids who already have a library card of their own may receive a free book. Parents can fill out an online registration form at mhklibrary.org to sign their children up. This weekend is also the second to last chance to see Evita at the Manhattan Arts Center. Featuring the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber, the production will certainly be thought-provoking. With shows on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there are plenty of opportunities to go out and support your local theater. And Dead Week for Students kicks off with the Student Spotlight Monday night. Dance students will put their talents on display with features of students' choreography and class projects. Admission is free for the performance that starts at 6 p.m. in Chapman Theater. On Wednesday, the Batcats will continue their season against in-state rival, the Wichita State Shockers, starting the series with first pitch at 6:30 p.m. in Toynton Family Stadium. And next Saturday is the Kentucky Derby, and if you can't make it to Churchill Downs, you can still feel all of the excitement of the Derby here in MHK. 11 teen venue in Urban Garden is hosting a derby watch party with mint juleps and other drink specials all day. Catch the excitement from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. That's all we have for the community calendar today. If you know of an event coming this week that should be featured on our community calendar, send it to us at ch8ksu@gmail.com. Back to Evan and Raina.
Thanks, Bree. Up next, a look at the Manhattan area sports.
And later, I take a look at some famously fresh fashion trends.
Schultz one, high and deep to left, goodbye.
Shot to right, K-State's going to try and score two. Another play at the play, but this time Brennan slides past the tag. And Brad Hill is the all-time winningest coach in K-State history.
I know a spot that I love full well.
'Tis not in forest, nor yet in dell. Ever it holds me with magic spell.
I think of thee, alma mater.
We'll carry thy banner high. Long, long, may thy colors fly.
Loyal to thee, thy children will swell the cry. Hail, 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 alma mater.
We are a family that does not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
A family that believes diversity, inclusion, and sportsmanship are expectations.
A family that is supportive and seeks to promote a positive environment.
A family that treats all people with respect and dignity.
No matter their color, creed, gender, ethnicity, or sexual orientation.
We are an empowered family.
Who empowers family.
Welcome to K-State. This is who we are.
Welcome back.
Our very own Braxton Jones gives you an inside look at K-State athletics as April wraps itself up. Braxton?
Thanks, Raina. Well, K-State golfer Jeremy Gannon brought home back the Wildcats their first individual medalist honor in almost 70 years. Gannon tied for the medal during the Big 12 championship at the Southern Hills Country Club in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Wednesday. This is Kansas State's first individual conference title championship since 1951 when Graham Hunt won what was then the Big 7 championship. Now the Wildcats as a team finished in 10th place, just 3 strokes behind West Virginia. Gannon had this to say about his performance at the Big 12 championship.
I played very solid all tournament, shot 3 over. It's a tough course. It's hard to go very low on it because it's the greens are pretty tricky and it's hard to make birdies. But at the same time, you need to avoid big numbers those courses.
After dropping a series against West Virginia last weekend, the K-State baseball team was back in action Wednesday night. Wildcats hit the road to Nebraska facing a non-conference opponent in the University of Omaha. Now the Wildcats finished the game with 11 hits, beating Omaha 6-5, only after a wild pitch in the 11th inning allowed the Wildcats to score the winning run. Making the trip to a new country is never an easy thing, but neither is making history. I sat down with one athlete who is doing both right here in Manhattan, Kansas. Take a look.
Any place, to train, number one, Kansas State.
Since October, Manhattan has been the training ground for professional high jumper Mike Edwards. While he is best known for his work on the track, it is what he does off of it that sets the bar.
I have a little bit of a different background than most high jumpers or athletes in general. I run a full-time tobacco company, so I manufacture and produce and sell cigars.
Edwards is the first black CEO of a cigar line in Great Britain, a title he earned after launching his company Aries in 2015. Being the first CEO of color in Great Britain did not come easy. In fact, Edwards was set to have the first black-owned line of grooming products years before his cigars, but was beaten by weeks. While this is how Edwards makes a living, the people's champ, as he calls himself, has found a way to pay it forward. Each cigar that is sold from Aries provides clean water to a developing country for a year. Edwards is no stranger to the podium, having won both bronze and silver at the British Indoor Championships, but it's what he did in February, when he won gold, that raised a few eyebrows.
when I actually won, I always would keep a cigar in my backpack just in case for the occasion arise. And the right moment, the right time, and I was in the right place. I pulled out my cigar, and just wanted to to celebrate that moment.
Following the victory, Edwards was set to compete in the Commonwealth Games in Australia, where he would represent his mother's home country of Nigeria, only to be blocked by the International Association of Athletics Federation because he competed for Great Britain nearly 10 years ago.
To travel and to be gifted the colors of the nation, was a very, very proud, and still, treasured moment for me. To what happened, politically wise, once I made it there that far, to then be denied, it was disheartening. But continue training, we continue pressing on.
That determination to represent Nigeria has not gone unnoticed. Kansas State track coach Cliff Rivelto, who has taken Edwards under his wing, has seen it firsthand.
You got a guy that lives in London and then figures out a way to get his way to Manhattan, Kansas, every so often during the year. You don't need to say much more than that. He certainly does have a good work ethic, and he's embraced, everything that we've asked him to do, and he's getting better.
Edwards, who was only 27, says he is still in his prime and has plans of taking his sport and his cigars to new heights. With his track record, it is clear he won't take no for an answer. In Manhattan, Kansas, I'm Braxton Jones, MHK All Day.
That's all this week for sports. Back to you at the desk, Evan and Raina.
After the break, I take a look at what's trending in the world of fashion.
And an update on what is next for Provost April Mason as she moves on at the end of the semester.
Bases loaded, one out, bottom of the ninth. Cats and Sooners tied at 5, and the Cats trying to win a Big 12 title for the first time ever. Outside, it gets away to the plate. Kansas State has its title.
Chips it in the middle, a header into the goal, and a score for K-State.
Research. It's applying the bigger picture toward the greater good. Defending the world from adversaries, both seen and unseen. Interpreting realities to unlock solutions. It's our land-grant mission to serve our world utilizing sharp minds, from first-year students to world-renowned experts. What makes research so strong at Kansas State University? Vision. Progress. You.
Schultz one, high and deep to left, goodbye.
Shot to right, K-State's going to try and score 2. Another play at the plate, but this time Brevin slides past the tag. And Brad Hill is the all-time winningest coach in K-State history.
We are groundbreaking educators, laser-focused on inspiring students and sparking solutions. We are dedicated professionals, keeping campus safe, accessible, and inviting. We have big responsibilities, entrusted with serving our community and world. We are Kansas State University faculty and staff, and we have many titles, but one vision: always put family first. What turns profession into passion? Selflessness, integrity, you.
This week, we have a very special edition of What's Trending. And while we usually tell you about what's trending in the world of social media, I'm going to tell you about what's trending in the world of fashion. Now, with spring season in full swing, I've got the perfect outfits for the warmer weather that are just as easy to find as they are trendy. So let's get started. First, we have a square neck blouse with lace detail, cream skinny jeans, and some tan strappy sandals. Now, square knit tops are a very popular item this season, as well as pastel colors. Now, this outfit is perfect for brunch with friends, or you can even dress it up with a pair of nude or tan wedges for those upcoming graduation parties. Now, with week 2 of Coachella just wrapping up, I was inspired by the festival look. Now we have a cream mesh and floral lace crop top, along with a gray cami and distressed light wash denim high waist shorts, and once again, some nude strappy sandals. And while you may want to wait for the temperatures to warm up for this one, it's certainly a classic look that works both for spring and summer. Now, another classic look, if you like to keep it simple and basic, this one is perfect for you. It has a simple gray high neck tank top with a medium wash high-waisted shorts, and again with a pair of beaded sandals. Now, if you're not a fan of sandals like I am, you can certainly pair it with a pair of white canvas sneakers. Now, those are all of the fashion trends I have for you this week. Back to you, Evan.
And with more campus news, it seems like graduates won't be the only ones leaving campus at the end of the semester. Channel 8 News reporter Tiffany Horn has the story.
Known for her class and kind gestures, Provost April Mason has made it a priority to connect with the students and faculty at K-State by being attentive and supportive to multiple student and faculty organizations.
He was a supporter of events and different lectures related to food security and agriculture, which is something that matters a lot to me as an agriculture student on campus. And she was a really nice lady.
After 8 years of commitment to this university, Mason has decided to move on in hopes that she and K-State will have a new, fresh start.
Well, I think being provost for 8.5 years is a long time. And both the university needs someone new with a new perspective and new ideas. And I think I needed something new. I will be moving out of Kansas. I'm going back to Fort Collins, Colorado, where I came from.
During her years at K-State, April Mason was heavily involved with encouraging inclusion and diversity on campus. Mason was involved in multiple events that animated diversity and inclusion on campus, such as the KS Unite and K-State in Italy.
Mason has definitely done a lot for the university in her time being here. Definitely helped bring K-State closer to its 2025 mission and goals. And so I think her retirement will be well deserved.
This will be her last semester, but she says she will miss the Wildcats.
Said, what are you going to miss the most? And I said, all of you. Working with students has been a real pleasure.
Mason is excited to see what her future has in store. In Manhattan, I'm Tiffany Horn, Channel 8 News.
A farewell celebration honoring April Mason will be held Wednesday, May 9th in the Alumni Center Ballroom. Raina, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm actually coordinating a beauty pageant that will be taking place this Saturday in Forum Hall.
That's awesome.
7:30 p.m.
That's awesome. You've been preparing for that for a while.
Yeah, only about since the beginning of the semester, but we've made it, and so I'm happy for that. Do you have any plans?
I do. I'm going to Table Rock Lake with some friends, and we're going to have a good time.
Wow, that sounds pretty adventurous.
Indeed. That's all we have for today. Catch us next week.
This is Channel 8 News.